Hi, I'm Pastor Dylan. Thanks for joining me today for this Praise Daily. Today we're reading through Proverbs 8 together, and I just want to take a look at verse 17. Let's take a look at what it says. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently find me. When I was a teenager, I used to rebuild cars with my dad, and sometimes we would have to rebuild an engine. And of course, the first part of rebuilding an engine is taking it apart. That is my favorite part of any process, is taking things apart. Of course, if you're going to take it apart, the hope is that you'll put it back together again. So every bolt, every nut, every screw, every part has to make its way back onto that engine. So we would take some time to catalog and label every single piece that we took off. Maybe this bolt would have a piece of tape on it with the label, or for a while we would have a piece of cardboard. We put holes in it, we put the things there, and then we would label those holes in hopes that we would know where every part goes back together. But then my favorite, we developed this number system where we'd write right on the top of the bolt or the screw or the part a number, and then write that down elsewhere, and we'd write that in Sharpie. And I just have to give a shout out to Sharpie. I love Sharpies. They're my favorite thing to write with. I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's the finality of it. There's no correcting something you wrote with a Sharpie. What's your favorite thing to write with? Let us know down in the comments below. And while you're there, be sure to do all the things. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I love Sharpies. I don't know what it is. Anyway, back to the point. So obviously, you have to rebuild the engine at some point. You need all of those parts. So we'd have all those bits, all those pieces carefully labeled, carefully cataloged, and we begin reassembly when all of the work was nearing done. And usually that would go without a hitch. We'd get it done, we'd get the car finished, we'd get it out the door. But I remember a few times when you're almost completed and you're looking for that one bolt. Where is that bolt? I know it was here. I remember writing on it with a Sharpie, or I remember putting it in that toolbox. Where did it go? And so for those next few moments, nothing mattered except finding that bolt. Not only did you need that bolt to finish assembly of the vehicle, but you had to make sure you didn't lose it down inside the engine somewhere. So we would scour the floor, scour the car, turn our pockets inside out, look through the toolbox, the tool bench, anywhere and everywhere. Nothing mattered except for finding that one bolt, because if we didn't find that one bolt, this entire project was on the line. When I read verse 17, I immediately think of those moments looking for that stray bolt or screw. Let's look at it again. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently find me. It just reminds me of that urgency, that everything depends right now on the wisdom that the Lord gives. And when I read this, I think, do I seek the Lord's wisdom, and do I seek the Lord in the same way that I searched for those bolts or those screws that I were missing at the end of that engine rebuild? I hope, and my prayer for you and for me, is that we will realize how important seeking the Lord and His wisdom is. In James, it says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. If we seek, we find. Today, as you're reading through Proverbs 8, I hope that you'll just keep that in mind. If we seek Him, we'll find Him. And I pray that today you and I will seek the Lord and seek the Lord's wisdom, because it's crucial to our life. Thanks. God bless. Have a great day.